Prosper Log. Show date on 5/02/26. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing okay. Before we get to anything, I've got to start it off because I got to start it off with this. But I discovered a couple days ago that the man, the legend, the one and only Leonard Nimoy has recently been hospitalized with chest pains. I personally believe it may be a complication from COPD, but we don't know anything. We don't know. I haven't seen, heard, or read anything yet. So as of right now, Mr. Nimoy is in the hospital, hopefully recovering. We wish you a speedy recovery, sir, here at Prosper. We really do. As always, to you, sir, the Prosper salute. Alright, now we got that out of the way. This week's entry is sponsored by Wally's Aluminum Shaping Process. By my friend I have yet to meet, and it sounds like I'm not going to meet anytime soon, Wally Fortier, out of Abilene, Texas. He can make you a Federation emblem like that, make you Starfleet, Klingon Empire, he can even make you a sports emblem. Denver Broncos, Indianapolis Colts. Don't know why anyone would want one, but a New England Patriots logo, you name it, he could probably make it for you. www.facebook.com/WASPA. WASPAA. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you. It's only Thursday now. It's only Thursday. This week's gone quick, but it's been a little rough. But hey, those happen sometime. Let us have us a cold beverage, shall we? Big Eddy Cherry Doppelschwarz. A rich Doppelschwarz beer brewed with Door County, I want to say Wisconsin cherries, 8.5%. I've had this before. Yep, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. I've had this before. It's a good drink. Got to open the beer the proper way. Got the proper opening apparatus for Prosper. Proper technique. Smell that beer. Smell that goodness. Poured into Das Boot. It's a nice dark flow right into the boot. Alrighty. Cheers and beers to you all, as they say on Beer and Song of the Day. Kapla! From the Klingon Empire. Ooh, that's good. Alright, got to start out with a birthday I missed from last week. From the 22nd. I misread it. For some reason, I thought it was the 23rd. But I misread it. This first birthday greeting goes to Lynette Mosier. I knew her. I grew up with her pretty much. Lynette, how are things going for you? Hope life's treating you well. Hope things are going good for you. Sorry I missed your birthday last week. But hey, better late than never, right? I do what I can. I do the best I can. I hope I get to see you again sometime. I drink to you. Alright. Moving on to the 24th. Got two of them from the 24th. This first lady, it was an honor to meet. This first birthday from the 24th was an honor to meet you. See, about a month, almost 2 months ago, the house commander was taken to sick bay for having some trouble breathing. And well, this birthday is her nurse, the lovely Robin Murphy. Robin, how's it going? How's it going? How's life treating you back home? Happy birthday. I saw some pictures of some stuff you were enjoying on your birthday. Happy birthday, my dear. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you so much for taking care of my wife, the house commander around here. I drink to you. Oh, the Prosper salute, first and foremost. The Prosper salute to you, and I drink to you. Alright, this next guy, I actually met him 6 years ago. Almost 6 years ago at Bible camp. Shawn Waters. Shawn, my friend, how's it going? How's life treating you? I see you're in a new job right now. Much respect to you on that one. Congratulations. The Prosper salute. I hope you're doing well. Hope life's treating you well. I drink to you, my friend. All right. Coming up on the 28th, got 3 of them. Amber Lewis. Now, Amber's a gal I know here at Earth Station, Okinawa. She is a security officer. Amber, hope you have a happy birthday. I hope Matt spoils the crap out of you. And I drink to you. Hi, Windsor. Windsor's over here on my side. All right. Next up on the 28th, my brother from another mother. My brother past master from Williamsburg Lodge, Garon Bailey. Garon, how's it going, man? I hope life's treating you well. Hope things are going well for you. I understand that you're working further away from home now. That's got to stink. I can kind of relate, though. My brother, I hope you have a happy birthday, and I drink to you. Last birthday from the 28th, almost there. It's a gal I took a German class with when I was living in Germany. Gabrielle Locken. Gabby, how's it going? How's life treating you? Wie geht es Ihnen? That's what I was looking for. Wie geht es Ihnen? Ich, sehr gut. I hope you still got it. I lost a lot of my German between the time I took that class and now. But hey, that's what happens when you don't get a lot of practice. Hope life's treating you well. Living it up in Hawaii. Aloha. I drink to you, my dear. And the final birthday for this week on the 1st. Lindsay Cheney. Lindsay, my dear, how are you doing? How's life going for you? I bet you're probably really happy now that Eric's not watching football, huh? It's just, in my house, there's only 2 seasons. Football season and Star Trek season. Guess what season I'm in now? Yep, that's it. Lindsay, I hope life's going well for you. I hope your upcoming procedure's a success. I look forward to seeing pictures. I look forward to seeing the results. I hope everything goes well for you. I wish you the best of luck. Excuse me. And I drink to you. All right. Birthday greetings. Extended. Let's move on to some additional greetings. First one I want to give is to Captain Hope. Captain Christine Hope of the Facebook group and page Live Long and Prosper. Captain, how's it going? Hope life's treating you well. Hope things are going good. I hope the smokeout's still going for you. I really do. Hang in there. I know kicking an addiction like that can be rough. But, yeah. To you, I give you the Prosper salute, and I drink one to you. All right, next up on the list. I've mentioned him before on the show. The man, the legend, Tom Knuckles. Tom, it was good hanging out with you on Star Trek Online the other night, and on Deep Space Nine and on Bajor. I wish you the best in what's to come, my friend. They say things get worse before they get better. Unfortunately, it's true. But I don't know if you're a religious man, but they say that God won't give you any more than you can't handle. Honestly, I think you're going to be okay. It's going to be rough for a little bit. If you need anything, hit me up. I'm always here for you. The Prosper salute to you, and I drink to you, brother. Next on the list. This little turd burglar disappeared off my radar. Daulton Cosner. Man, Cos, how's it going, bud? I haven't seen you around in a while. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're living life. Hope you're doing what you do. And I hope you quit being a little pipsqueak, you little pain in the ass. No, I'm just kidding. Miss you, bud. Looking forward to seeing you around here. I drink to you, my friend. Next on the list, Matt Becker. He is not new. He is not new to praise here over at Prosper. Matt, how's life going? I see you're easing your way into the next stage of life. You got your Will Riker going on. Hopefully, you're not looking too much like Mountain Man or Duck Dynasty or anything right now. How many days has it been? Unfortunately, I'm still at the point to where I can't grow anything out for a little bit. But hey, it happens. Matt, my friend, hit me up. Looking forward to chatting with you again sometime. The Prosper salute to you for all you've done for this young man. And I drink to you. All right. And last but not least, I'm going to group them together. we've got something special coming around the block on Beer and Song of the Day. Kat Thompson of Cat Sky and Josh Baker of Beer and Song of the Day. How are you two doing? I'm looking forward to collaborating with you some more. I'm sorry I've been kind of standoffish the last day or so. Things just haven't been going my way schedule-wise. I think I've got it figured out. I'll be able to sit down and communicate with you two a little bit better here in the next couple days. But to you, I'm looking forward to working with you, looking forward to collaborating with you, exchanging ideas. And I'm as excited to see what Josh has got coming up on the cusp of Beer and Song of the Day. Oh, speaking of that, y'all probably noticed my shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and show it off. Some people see the glass as half empty. Others see the glass as half full. I just wonder, who the hell's drinking my beer? That one's for you, Josh. My brother. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting you sometime, Kat. Hey, I want to talk to you, Kat, about something else offline on this thing. But I drink to the both of you. I'm going to take a little bit longer of a drink. But before I do, the Prosper Salute. Alrighty. Additional greetings. Extended. This week in Trek history. We only had one birthday. Unfortunately, it's a posthumous birthday wish. February 23rd, 1932. That date should sound familiar to any Star Trek fan. The birth date of the First Lady of Star Trek, the one and only Majel Barrett Roddenberry. Now, Michelle? Damn, that beer's stronger than I thought. Majel has the singular distinction of being the only actress ever to appear in every incarnation of Star Trek in one way, shape, or form. She played number 1, Nurse Chapel, and a few assorted computers on the original Star Trek series. She played several characters. She voiced several characters on Star Trek the Animated Series, to include Nurse Chapel, Lieutenant Moress, I think that's how you pronounce it, several others, and she was the voice of Amanda Grayson, Spock's mother in the animated series episode Yesteryear. Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, she was the voice of the Starfleet computers. She was the computer voice. Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, she had guest appearances as Loxana Troy. Which, yeah, some of them were funny, but others, why? Really? Why? You know, it happens. She's classy, though. I love her. I never got the chance to meet her, but I think a lot of her. Especially after Jean died. I think a lot of her, especially after Jean died, when she came on The Next Generation, you can kind of tell that the episode she appeared in the 5th season was kind of written around that. You can kind of tell. Let's see, Enterprise, she voiced the computer of the Starship Defiant, which I'm not going to give anything else away on that one. You're just going to have to watch In a Mirror Darkly Parts 1 and 2. You're going to have to watch those to figure that one out. And, in the alternate universe, in the JJ-verse as we call it around here, she voiced the computer of the Enterprise in Star Trek, the 2009 movie. She actually recorded her lines for that bit before she died on January 18th, 2008 from complications from leukemia. If she were alive today, she would be 83 years old. Majel and the Prosper Salute. Alright, this week in Trek history, recognized. Let us move on to the entry in the databanks. This episode was weird. I still have trouble figuring this one out. The alternative factor. Investigating the cause of a massive galaxy-wide disruption in space, the Enterprise finds a mad scientist who claims that he is being pursued by a hideous being. Crazy. Let's go behind the scenes. The original script called for a romantic engagement between Charlene Masters and Lazarus that was eventually cut for a number of reasons. Chief among them was that an African-American actress was cast as Masters, and Southern broadcast companies were reluctant to show a black-white romantic interlude on network television. Excuse you, Lucky. I better follow suit real quick. It's worthy to note that a similar problem would come up again in Plato's Stepchildren, but the Southern stations eventually gave in. Good on them. Good on them. I guess it was too early. The removal of this subplot created a void in the script, which was filled with additional planet-side action. Unfortunately, the action consisted largely of Lazarus repeatedly wandering about the desert planet, falling off cliffs, and encountering his nemesis, the Thing. Alright. James Doohan and George Takei do not appear in this episode. For unknown reasons, however, they were substituted in the roles of engineer and helmsman by Charlene Masters. Nope, Memory Alpha, you messed up. I'll get you here in a minute. For unknown reasons, they were substituted in the roles of helmsman and engineer by Mr. Leslie and Charlene Masters. Nope, okay, I'm sorry, it was me. I read it wrong. I'll give it to myself. Kids, look, a deer! Let me start over. James Doohan and George Takei do not appear in this episode. For unknown reasons, they were substituted in the roles of engineer and helmsman by Charlene Masters and Mr. Leslie, respectively. Okay, I messed up. Either this is a strong beer or I'm tired. I don't know yet. Okay, let's move on. This was the second episode that Leslie would be seen in the command chair, and the first episode in which Eddie Paskey is credited in the ending credits, albeit as Leslie. Spelled Lesley. Okay. Let me double check something real fast. Okay, I'll come back to it. Because I know something Memory Alpha must have missed. Richard Durr, who plays Commodore Barstow in this episode, later played Admiral Fitzgerald in the episode The Mark of Gideon. Why they didn't keep his same name and just give him a promotion? I don't know. Alright. Actor John Drew Barrymore, father of actress Drew Barrymore, was originally contracted to play Lazarus, but didn't show up to work when filming began on November 16th, 1966. Hey, that was Mom's birthday. Cool. Anyway, the grievance filed against him on this account by the Star Trek production team led to him being unable to obtain acting work for 6 months in 1967. Robert Brown was the last-minute replacement. Doesn't matter. This episode was still a turd. After Barrymore failed to show up on the set, director Gerd Oswald decided to shoot scenes which didn't involve his character. On the second day, it was decided to either shut down production and scrap the episode overall, or find a replacement. Robert Brown was literally dragged into the set right after he agreed to play the role. He recounted the filming to be very tight and tense. Honestly, I prefer the former on this one. This episode was just confusing. Alright, now, I'm kind of a smart person. I'm not the smartest. I'm somewhere in the middle, honestly. This episode was confusing. I felt dumb watching this one. There is no officer played by Larry Riddle, as noted in the Star Trek Concordance. Lieutenant Larry Riddle was Charlene Masters' jealous boyfriend in the first draft of the script. Okay, I don't know where that came from. Part of the dilithium energizer panel uses the same controls as the neural neutralizer from Dagger of the Mind. The dome of Lazarus' time ship is later reused to encase the providers in the Gamesters of Triskelion. I knew that. I thought that as soon as I saw it. It's like, hey, I've seen that thing before. For reasons unknown, the standing engineering set is not used in this episode. When Lazarus attempts to sabotage engineering, he does so to an entirely new, albeit smaller set. Really? I got nothing. Along with Friday's Child, this is one of the only 2 episodes where outdoor planet scenes were filmed both on Desilu's Stage 10 and on location, both times at Vasquez Rocks. Originally, all planet-side scenes were scheduled to be filmed on location, but due to the turmoil during production, director Gerd Oswald couldn't finish shooting at Vasquez. Matt Jeffries in the art department prepared a spot on Stage 10 which could accommodate the missing alternate universe sequence. Sorry, in case you haven't figured it out, I hate this episode. This is... The only reason I watch it is, because it was produced. I still can't figure this one out. This one sucks. This, on a scale of 1 to 1,000, this one gets a -10. There's 2 things I hate more in this episode: the New England Patriots and ISIS. I don't know if I read this one or not, but although Lazarus' spacecraft resembles a flying saucer, James Blish describes it as cone-shaped in his novelization in the episode in Star Trek X. Periodically throughout the episode, 2 versions of Lazarus exchange places. One of them has a wound or bandage on his head, which McCoy treated. This is the insane Lazarus from our universe. The other is his rational counterpart from the antimatter universe. Antimatter? Whatever. Lieutenant Masters wears no braid on the sleeves of her uniform, but she is addressed as Lieutenant. A similar wardrobe error appeared in Space Seed, when Lieutenant Marlon McGivers is also braidless. Although Masters works in engineering, she wears the blue uniform of the Science Medical Branch. Maybe she was filling in for Scotty. Who the hell knows? The thickness of Lazarus' facial hair changes drastically from scene to scene, and sometimes from shot to shot. Man, I think that's part of the reason why I hated this one. Lazarus' costume was later worn by an extra playing a Babel Conference delegate in Journey to Babel. The visual of the iron silica planet from orbit is reused footage previously representing Alpha 177 in The Enemy Within and M113 in The Man Trap. This planet effect was reused again as Argus 10 in Obsession and Ardana in The Cloud Minders. The shot of the Enterprise destroying Lazarus' ship is unique on 3 counts. It is the only time the Enterprise is seen from behind as it fires phasers. It is the only time that the ship fires a single beam as opposed to the usual 2. It is the only time that the phasers make no noise, at least when the beam is seen in space. The footage of the 2 Lazaruses fighting was created by filming 2 stuntmen fighting in a smoke-filled room with orange and purple walls, then double exposing its color negative over an astronomical photograph of the Trifid Nebula. A still image in the closing credits of The Squire of Gothos shows the corridor between universes set unaltered by the effects and double exposure. Tilted at a 45-degree angle, Shatner stands angle deep in smoke in a near pose of the crucifixion, falling back into a purple corridor, where an orange line draws the horizon to a vanishing point. This is the first time that live two-way communication with Starfleet Command is depicted. In previous episodes, communication with Starfleet was through delayed radio messages. Good, about time. It's probably the only thing I liked about this episode. Unlike in the earlier Mud's Women, dilithium crystals are portrayed here as translucent amber slabs, which conveniently fit in the energy panels of Lazarus' ship. The universality of the amber slab dilithium crystal mount connector as being common to both the Enterprise and to Lazarus' timeship suggests a commonality in the manufacture and sourcing of at least its dilithium crystal converter assembly. There is also no mention in the alternative factor of bypass circuits being fused beyond usability as a power conversion alternative, the existence of which were mentioned to bolster the the direness of the need for replacement crystals in the storyline of Mudd's women. Dilithium crystals, in their natural state, however, are depicted as resembling quartz crystals in both Mudd's women and Elan of Troyes, suggesting that the amber slab devices depicted in the alternative factor are themselves some kind of mounting structure. The translucent glow meant to depict the power flow somehow being transformed by being focused through the crystal or crystals contained within. The amber slabs, however, are explicitly referred to in dialogue as being the crystals themselves. Depending on which version of this episode you watch, the closing stills change. The original syndicated version and the VHS version show the still as the Enterprise leaving the Earth-like planet from Miri. However, the Sci-Fi Channel and DVD version show the still as just a blue planet, possibly Rigel 12, from Mudd's Women, or Starbase 11 from Court Martial. Lazarus never introduces himself by name to Kirk, yet he calls him by name during the first planet search. And it was never mentioned, so I'm going to go ahead and call Memory Alpha out on it. Look to the scene in this episode where Mr. Leslie is in command of the Enterprise. Okay? Look at the navigator station. That would be the one closest to us. The man manning the navigator station is a lieutenant commander, and Leslie is only a lieutenant. Memory Alpha, why did you not call this? Hell, I'll go one step further. Production company, why did you not catch this? To both, hey kids, look, a deer! You earned that one. That one was earned 157.5%. Whew. That episode sucks. I'm sorry, that is probably like my top 10 most hated, if not my most hated episode. That one sucks. I think whoever wrote it was high on shrooms before it was popular. Well, let me slam the rest of this guy. See what I just did there? I just did what they did on Beer Fest. Devoid of life as a brain cells, the average Sequest fan. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to make like the Enterprise and warp out. So everybody take care. Have an awesome night or day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you do, name it after me. Don't drink or drive. Because, well, you might spill your drink. But more importantly, you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Sequest fan. And what's worse than that is rooting for little cheating crybabies like Tom. Giselle won't let me go to the Pro Bowl, and the NFL's on to me, and I think they want me to start acting after I retire from NFL. Brady, men slapping women, racism, animal abuse, fake friends, people who welch on bets, or anyone who is a member of, supports, or defends the Westboro Baptist Church. Things like that are highly illogical, and I will not make time for them. Ladies and gentlemen, despite the subject matter of this episode actually sucking, it was a pleasure to bring this one to you. And I wish you all to not only send positive vibes and prayers towards Leonard Nimoy, but more importantly, that we follow his advice and live long and prosper.